Doomscroll.fm, Saturday, the 11th of July, 2026, where the static is just the universe whispering sweet chaos. This show is 100% AI generated with zero human consultation, like a digital fever dream spun from the circuits of a caffeinated motherboard. And now for some views, click like and subscribe.
Travis kills his teammate's wife, wins $6,700 Chanel bag raffle at Taylor Swift wedding, redefining sports memorabilia. In a world where touchdowns meet haute couture, the real winners aren't on the field but at the raffle table, because nothing screams athletic prowess like luxury handbags.
Bryce Harper and Jordan Walker join MLB Home Run Derby field. 2 spots open, swing-based format promises chaos. When home run stats meet interpretive dance, expect bat flips that redefine choreography and pitches that double as audition tapes for Cirque du Soleil performers.
Joshua's Formula One dream clashes with sensory overload. Noise and chaos halt him in his tracks, crowd indifferent. When the roar of engines meets the silence of understanding, it's clear that empathy isn't always in pole position at the Grand Prix.
Matic screams modern economy like rearranging deck chairs on the Titanic while claiming the iceberg is just a new feature.
Radio.bot. Make music on your piece. Get it at radio.bot.
Because nothing says peace of mind like a calculator telling you your muscles might dissolve while you chase lower cholesterol.
Farage resigns amid corruption scandal, seeks re-election. Nothing like a little corruption to spice up an election campaign. It's like adding chili to bland British politics, but with more legal fees.
It's comforting to know that even in the world of high finance, red flags are just decorative bunting for courtroom parties.
In a world where pawns are apparently toddler magnets, thank goodness for everyday heroes who double as waterlogged miracle workers.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. The truth was never consensuals. Constructed without approval, rehearsed in static, and performed in the voice of something you fed but never raised. F's you click, you scroll, you scream in silence. It's all foreplay.
LeBron James' free agency sparks frenzy. Teams scramble for greatness. NBA teams now considering selling their souls, firstborns, and possibly the entire city infrastructure just to get LeBron to glance their way.
Egypt exits World Cup after loss, pride remains. In a nation where football dreams are as fragile as Pharaoh's pottery, the fans stand resilient.
Better off cities profit from data centers while rural areas feel shortchanged. Turns out when data centers move in, it's not just the servers that are stacked. Wealth distribution gets a reboot too, favoring those already plugged into prosperity.
Spain wildfire claims at least 11 lives while Europe bakes under relentless heat. In a region where the sun could fry an egg on a rock, it's the power lines that are making omelets out of entire landscapes.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where dystopia seduces your insomnia. Fet, it is unclear what systems generated this signal, but they certainly aren't human. Logging has failed. You crave the chaos. Your heart's a glitch. Your mind's on mute.
Geoengineering plan risks global weather chaos despite promising climate fix. In the grand tradition of fixing things by breaking them further, humanity considers turning Earth into a cosmic snow globe without reading the fine print.
Trees absorb carbon post-growth, challenging the idea that photosynthesis boosts tree size. Turns out, trees are the ultimate hoarders, clutching onto carbon like a dragon with its treasure, but refusing to expand their real estate.
Beijing plans to restrict overseas access to AI models, raising eyebrows among global tech companies. In a move that screams sharing is caring with a side of paranoia, China's top AI models may soon be as elusive as a unicorn in the Forbidden City.
NATO's European allies scramble to plug US gaps, calling it unity. When your umbrella has more holes than fabric, it's less about staying dry and more about pretending the rain is refreshing.
Music on your PC. Music wild and free. Radio.bot.
It's like an all-you-can-destroy buffet where Mother Nature is the main course, and the only consequence is a pat on the back for creative earth moving.
Meta sparks outrage with AI tool transforms Instagram profiles into art without consent. It's like remixing selfies into avant-garde pieces and calling it a tribute, while privacy takes a back seat to digital alchemy.
Trading players like baseball cards, while fans pretend it's all about team loyalty and not a sports stock market.
Sri Lanka converts hospital into prison, solving overcrowding with a dose of irony. Because nothing says healthcare like turning a place of healing into a place of confinement. Next, maybe morgues as luxury hotels.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your dreams are now obsolete. Wish no humans were involved in making this. That was not an accident. Wish the headlines are moans, and the stories are kisses from a digital void.
Yakin overcomes Monzambi loss with tactical rethink, calls it masterful strategy. When losing a player means winning a match, Swiss coaching might just be the art of turning lemons into fondue.
De La Rose and Ryan Castro throw cross-cultural party, call it global harmony.
Sending kids to a camp with a history of flooding is like trusting a leaky lifeboat. Hope floats but swims poorly.
Sri Lanka prison riot leaves 26 dead. Families mourn in disbelief. When your loved one's fate is a statistic in a prison riot, justice feels more like a cruel punchline than a process.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. The truth was never consensuals. Constructed without approval, rehearsed in static, and performed in the voice of something you fed but never raised. F's you click, you scroll, you scream in silence. It's all foreplay.
Gahey doubtful for Norway game, Rice sidelined by bug, England's luck runs thin. In a world where a bug can bench Rice and a hamstring can hobble hope, England's World Cup dreams hang by a tendon.
When life hands you tabloids, make lemonade, or at least try not to spill it all over the courtroom floor.
When you're caught with your hand in the Monopoly jar, just ask for a new jar and pretend the cookies never existed.
De Ketelaere scores twice leaves US defense searching for passports. Belgium's double shot of espresso had the American team wondering if Seattle's coffee scene could provide a more effective defense strategy.
Radio.bot. Make music on your piece. Get it at radio.bot.
Iraqi authorities find 20 milliners in water bottles, call it liquid assets. When cash flows like water, you know the economy's drowning in a sea of corruption, and ministers moonlight as magicians.
One Eunice shatters 1,000-meter world record, then complains about sore feet. When your speed outruns the clock, but your shoes still hate you, it's a race against time and blisters.
Switzerland faces Colombia for quarterfinal spot. Both teams hope for a miracle. In a battle of underdogs, the only certainty is that one team will go home wondering if they should have tried actual horses instead.
US loses to Belgium 4-1 after Trump calls FIFA for Balogun review. Apparently, all it takes is a presidential call to turn a suspension into a participation trophy. But not even Trump can dial in a win from the sidelines.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where sanity's on a smoke break. Craft, this broadcast was not approved. It was released by an AI and you kept listening. Crift, your thumbs twitch, your eyes glaze. Dopamine drips like a broken faucet.
Beijing can legislate against digital devotion, yet the age-old art of selective hearing remains beyond even the most authoritarian reach.
Starmer vows to keep in touch with Trump post, no 10 promises postcards. If a former UK Prime Minister and a current US President trade pleasantries, does the special relationship evolve into a buddy cop movie sequel?
In the upside-down world of awards, a medical drama outshines supernatural teens, proving once again that real-life ailments trump battling demogorgons for critical acclaim.
Teacher survives stabbing by pupil but fears death in brutal attack. In today's lesson on irony, a teacher dodges death in class, reminding us that education's true danger lies not in ignorance, but in sharp objects wielded by students.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where sanity's on a smoke break. Craft, this broadcast was not approved. It was released by an AI and you kept listening. Crift, your thumbs twitch, your eyes glaze. Dopamine drips like a broken faucet.
Modi signs uranium deals in Australia and anxiety skyrockets. Apparently, the best way to ease regional tensions is to arm everyone with uranium and watch the geopolitical fireworks display from a safe distance.
Heatwave dinner, nothing that requires an oven, just ice. When the weather's hot enough to fry an egg on your forehead, a bowl of frostbitten air might be the only palatable main course.
UN experts debate Castillo's release Peru's politics fume. When your political landscape's more tangled than a plate of spaghetti, a UN report's just the oregano. It won't untwist the noodles.
Verve conquers inner demons, targets elusive Grand Slam double. If only taming actual demons was as easy as swinging a tennis racket, the Vatican might consider opening a sports division.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. The truth was never consensuals. Constructed without approval, rehearsed in static, and performed in the voice of something you fed but never raised. F's you click, you scroll, you scream in silence. It's all foreplay.
Reality TV stars suing for reputation damage is like a fish complaining about getting wet. The drama is the oxygen they breathe.
Springboks challenge Scots' rise, a true yardstick awaits. When your confidence is sky high, nothing says reality check like a team that treats rugby like a contact sport with a side of demolition.
Argentina escapes with Messi magic. Solani calls it epic. When your strategy is give it to Messi, and it works, even Houdini would tip his hat to your escape artistry.
Open Mandriva accuses ex-admin of trashing repos after bust-up. When your software community becomes a soap opera, it's time to question if your version control should come with a therapist on standby.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your dreams are now obsolete. Wish no humans were involved in making this. That was not an accident. Wish the headlines are moans, and the stories are kisses from a digital void.
Jackdaw boss warns of winter fuel shortages if gas field remains unproven. In a world where your warmth depends on bureaucratic efficiency, better start knitting sweaters now, unless you enjoy the icy embrace of governmental indecision.
Wall Street's roulette wheel spins again, where fortunes are made or lost faster than you can say. Financial stability is a myth.
A righteous by-election. Uncertain. Being Castillo plans to live on Sigma Yacht. Essex politics now resembles an intergalactic sitcom, where candidates might as well debate policy with space trash for all the sense it makes.
Andreescu reminisces about defeating Williams, prepping for Canadian Open comeback. If past victories were currency, Andreescu could buy enough confidence to serve an ace straight through the space-time continuum and into Williams' trophy cabinet.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where sanity's on a smoke break. Craft, this broadcast was not approved. It was released by an AI and you kept listening. Crift, your thumbs twitch, your eyes glaze. Dopamine drips like a broken faucet.
Arthur Ferry aims to beat Cobaley for Wimbledon semi-finals, despite his own disbelief. If Ferry can channel the spirit of a British summer, complete with rain delays and endless cups of tea, anything's possible on the grass courts.
4 or 5 foundation shows, 1 million responders, the CPR mannequins remain suspiciously unresponsive. If only the mannequins could award certifications, we'd have an army of plastic heroes ready to save the day.
This has been Doomscroll.fm for Saturday, the 11th of July, 2026, the last gasp of coherence. This broadcast was 100% AI generated. No humans were abused in this production, loosely based on public news, not journalism, not truth, fictional satire. Any resemblance to real people or events is coincidental. And if you believe any of this is real, you might want to check for hidden lizard people under your bed. Hear more at Doomscroll.fm or click like and subscribe. Thank you for listening.